If you're a diehard Browns fan and love breaking down the game like we do, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a blitz. The sports world woke up to a bombshell this morning as Kevin Stefanski, the well-respected head coach of the Cleveland Browns, shocked fans, analysts, and the entire NFL community by announcing his resignation, a decision that seems almost unthinkable given the trajectory of his career. Stefanski, who began his journey in the NFL back in 2006 with the Minnesota Vikings, slowly climbing the ranks from assistant positions to eventually becoming the offensive coordinator in 2019, has always been viewed as a calculated, steady figure in a league that thrives on drama and unpredictability. Rumors about his future had been circulating quietly for weeks, whispers about burnout, management disagreements, and potential opportunities elsewhere. But nobody expected an announcement so sudden and definitive. Fans on social media erupted, with hashtags trending almost instantly, mixing disbelief, anger, and speculation, as if the Browns had just lost not just a coach, but a symbol of hope for a team historically fraught with disappointments. Sources close to the team suggest that internal tensions may have played a role, though details remain murky. Analysts are already debating what this could mean for the Browns' offseason strategy, with many pointing out that Stefanski's offensive schemes had become a defining feature of the team's identity, making his departure feel like a seismic shift that could reverberate through Cleveland for years. The speculation is now running wild, with fans asking if this was a personal decision, a professional move, or something neither the league nor the public can fully grasp yet. The timing of Stefanski's resignation adds another layer of intrigue, as it comes shortly after a season in which the Browns displayed flashes of brilliance, yet fell short of championship expectations, leaving many wondering if there were unspoken frustrations brewing behind the scenes. The NFL is no stranger to sudden coaching exits, but Stefanski's case stands out because of the unusual loyalty and consistency he displayed throughout his career. Starting as a modest assistant in Minnesota, he navigated the complex hierarchies of NFL coaching with remarkable precision, earning respect for both his tactical acumen and calm demeanor under pressure. Fans have been quick to compare his departure to other high-profile exits, yet there's a sense that this one carries more emotional weight, given Stefanski's deep connection to the team and city. Social media platforms are overflowing with commentary, from former players offering cryptic support messages to sports pundits dissecting every potential motive. Rumors are swirling about potential opportunities in rival teams, media ventures, or even stepping back from football entirely, though no official confirmations exist. The Browns' front office has been noticeably tight-lipped, fueling speculation and intensifying the conversation among analysts and fans alike. Every major sports outlet is now circling around Cleveland, trying to parse what exactly led to this unprecedented announcement, while fans nervously debate who could possibly fill the void left by Stefanski's sudden departure. Amid all this, the sentiment remains clear. Kevin Stefanski's resignation is more than a coaching change. It's a story that will dominate headlines, locker room conversations, and fan forums for weeks to come, leaving an indelible mark on the Browns' narrative. Whispers inside the NFL corridors suggest that Stefanski's exit might not have been entirely voluntary, hinting at subtle tensions with the management that were never made public, though no definitive proof has emerged. People close to the team have hinted at long-term strategic disagreements, potential clashes over player acquisitions, and even philosophical differences about how the team should evolve in the modern league. The Browns, who have historically struggled with stability and consistency, suddenly find themselves at a crossroads, grappling with both the shock of losing a beloved coach and the urgency of planning for the next season. Pundits are already analyzing the potential candidates to replace Stefanski, ranging from seasoned NFL coaches to innovative coordinators looking for their first head coaching opportunity. Each rumor seems to spark a new wave of speculation, as fans debate the merits of internal promotions versus external hires, all while questioning the sustainability of the Browns' long-term vision. Meanwhile, social media threads are filled with nostalgia, recounting Stefanski's career highlights, pivotal plays, and moments when his leadership seemed to define the team's identity. Some commentators suggest that Stefanski's methodology, centered on precise offensive schemes and player development, may be difficult to replicate, intensifying the uncertainty about the Browns' future. Despite the frenzy, the human element remains central. A coach who had become synonymous with hope, strategy, and professionalism suddenly stepping away leaves a void not easily quantified by statistics or win-loss records. The entire NFL landscape is quietly holding its breath, wondering if this resignation is an isolated incident or a harbinger of broader shifts in the league's coaching dynamics. In short, the ripple effects are likely to extend far beyond Cleveland, touching rival teams, draft strategies, and even fan loyalty in ways that are only beginning to unfold. Adding another layer to this unfolding drama is the fact that Stefanski's rise through the ranks has always been portrayed as methodical, almost meticulous, a stark contrast to the sudden nature of his departure. Analysts and former players alike have long admired his approach, emphasizing player development, offensive consistency, and calm leadership even under the most pressure-packed situations in the NFL. The surprise resignation, therefore, feels almost cinematic, a twist in a narrative that many believed was heading toward a long-term partnership with Cleveland. Rumors are now hinting at possible personal factors influencing Stefanski's decision, though sources remain deliberately vague, perhaps to maintain privacy while fueling intrigue. Media outlets are speculating on everything from family considerations to health concerns, all while trying to piece together a coherent explanation for what appears to be a deeply personal yet professionally seismic choice. The Browns' locker room is reportedly in a state of shock, with players expressing admiration for Stefanski while simultaneously grappling with the uncertainty that comes from such a sudden leadership vacuum. Fans are revisiting every game, every press conference, and every strategic decision from Stefanski's tenure, searching for signs that could have foreshadowed this moment. The NFL community, known for its calculated moves and strategic plays, is left momentarily off balance, as if a carefully constructed game plan has suddenly been disrupted mid-play. Meanwhile, online forums and podcasts are exploding with analysis, speculation, and debate, creating a collective narrative where every rumor is amplified, every theory dissected, and every potential scenario endlessly discussed. In this whirlwind of uncertainty, one thing is clear. Kevin Stefanski's resignation is not merely a news item. It is a seismic cultural moment for the Browns, the NFL, and fans who have followed his journey for nearly 2 decades, leaving questions that may never be fully answered. The reaction from the Browns fan base has been immediate, emotional, and widespread, reflecting the depth of connection Stefanski had fostered over his years with the team. Fans have flooded social media with a mixture of disbelief, gratitude, and outrage, often sharing clips of memorable plays, press conferences, and interviews that highlighted Stefanski's calm, analytical style, which contrasted sharply with the volatility that often defines professional football coaching. Street corners, sports bars, and living rooms across Cleveland have become informal hubs for discussion, rumor sharing, and speculation, as supporters attempt to make sense of an announcement that seemed to come from nowhere. Some voices are calling for transparency from the Browns management, insisting on detailed explanations, while others are already debating potential successors, weighing the pros and cons of internal promotion versus bringing in an external figure with a fresh perspective. Analysts are increasingly vocal, theorizing about long-term implications not just for the Browns' upcoming draft strategy, but also for how this sudden change could influence trade decisions, free agent signings, and even team culture. Meanwhile, the personal angle continues to dominate, with speculation about Stefanski's next move ranging from other NFL teams to media commentary or a complete break from football, leaving the entire sports community in suspense. In essence, the emotional weight of this announcement is compounded by the uncertainty it introduces, creating a volatile mix of hope, fear, and curiosity. Every rumor circulating online seems to grow exponentially, feeding into a cycle of anticipation and conjecture that may shape the narrative for the entire offseason. For Cleveland, a city passionate about its football heritage, this resignation is not just a coaching change. It feels like a cultural rupture, a moment that redefines expectations, loyalty, and the very identity of the Browns. Enjoying the content so far? Smash that like button and drop your take in the comments. We want to hear what you think about the Browns this season. As conversations continue to swirl around this unexpected turn of events, the league itself is bracing for the implications of Stefanski's departure. The NFL, a domain where coaching changes are often strategic, calculated, and sometimes even choreographed, now faces a situation that appears entirely organic yet disruptive, one that challenges assumptions about stability and long-term planning in professional football. Executives across the league are rumored to be quietly observing the situation, weighing both the immediate impact on the Browns and the potential ripple effects for their own teams, all while keeping public comments carefully neutral to avoid speculation. Stefanski's resignation is being analyzed not only for its immediate consequences on Cleveland's roster and tactical identity, but also for what it signals about broader trends in coaching careers, mental health considerations, and the pressures inherent in high-stakes professional sports. Fans continue to dissect every nuance, looking for hidden messages in press statements, interviews, and social media activity, as if each small clue could illuminate the reasons behind such a monumental decision. Sports media, podcasts, and live streams are running continuous coverage, blending analysis with rumor, while former players weigh in with opinions that range from reverent to speculative, adding layers to an already intricate narrative. In this environment, certainty is elusive and speculation reigns supreme, creating a sense of suspense reminiscent of playoff tension magnified off the field. The conversation is no longer just about football tactics. It's about leadership, loyalty, and the human dimensions of a decision that resonates far beyond the X's and O's, reaching deep into the psyche of the Browns community and the league as a whole. Finally, while the immediate future of the Browns seems clouded with uncertainty, one thing is undeniable. Kevin Stefanski has left an indelible mark on the team, its fans, and the league at large. His methodical approach, patient leadership, and strategic mind have been widely respected, and his sudden resignation has triggered a cascade of rumors, speculations, and analyses that will dominate headlines for weeks, if not months. Whether this move was driven by personal reasons, professional disagreements, or a combination of factors, the narrative unfolding around Stefanski is a testament to how a single decision can ripple across an entire sports ecosystem. Social media continues to buzz with theories ranging from short-term replacement strategies to long-term cultural shifts, while the Browns organization quietly contemplates the challenges ahead. Pundits speculate on potential successors, evaluating internal options versus high-profile external candidates, each decision likely to influence team morale, fan engagement, and overall performance. The rumor mill, fueled by both genuine curiosity and strategic leaks, continues unabated, providing a real-time lens into how interconnected the professional football world has become. Meanwhile, Cleveland fans find themselves in a liminal space, balancing nostalgia for Stefanski's accomplishments with uncertainty about what comes next. As the offseason approaches, every decision made by the Browns leadership will be scrutinized through the lens of this seismic resignation. Kevin Stefanski may have stepped away, but his presence, influence, and the ripple effects of this announcement will be felt across the league, ensuring that his legacy remains a central point of discussion long after the dust settles, shaping both Cleveland's identity and the broader narratives of the NFL in ways few could have anticipated. As the news of Kevin Stefanski's resignation reverberates through Cleveland, whispers are spreading about the possible behind-the-scenes conflicts that may have contributed to this sudden departure, with insiders hinting at subtle clashes with management, differences in team-building philosophy, and unspoken tensions regarding the direction of the Browns roster. These rumors, though unconfirmed, have ignited widespread speculation among fans and analysts alike, each theory adding to the collective narrative of mystery surrounding Stefanski's decision. Social media platforms are overflowing with conjecture, from detailed breakdowns of past games to cryptic commentary about locker room dynamics, as supporters and critics alike attempt to decode what prompted a coach with a seemingly solid relationship with players to step away so abruptly. The timing, just after a season that showed both promise and frustration, only intensifies the intrigue, as people wonder whether the decision was influenced by professional disagreements, personal considerations, or a mix of both. Analysts have begun mapping out potential successors, debating whether the Browns will look internally to preserve Stefanski's offensive vision or seek an outsider to inject fresh energy, further fueling the rumor mill. Every statement from the organization is dissected, every past press conference rewatched, and every minor detail scrutinized, creating a narrative where uncertainty reigns supreme and speculation becomes the dominant force driving conversation, leaving fans both anxious and deeply engaged in what is shaping up to be one of the NFL's most talked about off-season sagas. Thanks for riding with us on another Browns Blitz. If you liked the video, share it with a fellow fan, hit subscribe, and ring that bell so you're always part of the Dawg Pound conversation. Go Browns!